Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to make these oil-free baked aloo tikkis using leftover rice and the normal veggies that we have at home. And yeah, I hope you enjoy this. So now to start with, I'm taking this chopper that I have because it's really going to help me mince all of the ingredients that are required for this tikki. So I'm adding one full red onion that I've just cut into 4 pieces for easier chopping. Then I'm taking about half of a green capsicum. You can use more if you want. Then I'm taking 1 inch, more than an inch of a ginger. This is gonna add a lot of flavor to your tikki. And then I'm gonna take 4 cloves of garlic. And finally, I'm taking 2 large green chilies. So now I'm just gonna close this chopper and mince all of these vegetables together, that I get a nice consistency. So once you're done, this is how your vegetable mixture is supposed to look. And we'll get started with the rest of the dish now. So I'm taking a bigger bowl here and I'm taking 2 boiled potatoes. One is large and one is a medium small one. And I'm gonna mash it with the help of this masher that I have. So this is a crucial step because you want the potato mixture to be nice and smooth. So try not to keep it very lumpy. So this is how your mix should look. And then we're gonna add about 1.5 cups of boiled peas. These are just the normal frozen peas that I boiled in the microwave, and that's what I have used. So again, you're just going to mash it all together, and this is how it looks. So now I'm using 1.5 cups of boiled rice. This is your leftover normal rice. This dish is a great way to use leftover rice and just make a new dish out of it. So that's a nice point to be noted. So again, just mash it all together, and it starts to get into a nice doughy consistency, and that's what we're looking for. And I'm just going to add the earlier prepared mixture of the onions, garlic, ginger and capsicum, and I'm adding it to this bowl of mashed potatoes and peas. So now you just want to mix it all together until the potatoes and this vegetable mixture is well mixed. And then I'm adding some seasonings. So I'm using about 1.5 teaspoons of salt. All of the seasonings that I'm talking about, the quantities are based on my taste and preference, so it totally differs. So I'm using half a teaspoon of turmeric powder and 1 teaspoon of red chili powder. I went low with the red chili powder because I already added 2 green chilies and that was quite spicy. So add spice according to your own taste. So just mixing these basic seasonings first into this mixture. Then I'm adding some more seasoning. So I'm using about 1 teaspoon of cumin powder or jeera powder. I wanted some tang to this whole tikki, so I'm adding some amchur powder. This is about 1.5 teaspoons of amchur powder. And finally, I'm also going to add some chaat masala. So chaat masala also approximately 1 teaspoon. Then again, just give it a nice final mix before I add the final seasoning, and that would be coriander powder. So coriander powder adds a very nice flavor to this whole dish, so don't miss out on this. So you will see that the whole dough is coming together and it's not sticking to the sides, so that's a good sign. So now for a last binding factor, I'm actually using some atta. This is about 1 tablespoon of atta. So this again depends on how your mixture looks. So if you feel like your mixture is a bit loose, then you can add more of the atta. But mine was pretty decent with about 1.5 to 2 tablespoons of atta. So that's what I did. So as you can see, I'm just mixing around the whole dough around the bowl, and it's not sticking to the bowl, so that's a good sign. And this is how it's supposed to look. So I'm just going to cover it with some foil and put it in the fridge for about 15 to 20 minutes to help set it even harder. So once that is done and it's out, this is how your mixture is gonna look. So it's holding shape, so that's a good sign. So on the side I have some breadcrumbs, so I just toasted a few slices of bread and blitzed it in the mixer, and I got the breadcrumbs. So I also have this cookie sheet where I'll be baking these tikkis. So I'm just taking some round balls of this dough and I'm flattening it from both sides and placing them onto a plate. Similarly, I'm just gonna continue and make all of the tikkis. So now once that is done, the coating process or the crumbing process I feel is the most important. So I'm just placing the tikki on to this plate of breadcrumbs, and I am actually throwing crumbs onto it, like I'm sprinkling crumbs and making sure that every nook and corner is well coated, and just placing them onto our baking tray. So this is how your tikkis are gonna look. So I am placing them into an already preheated oven for about 200 degrees for 25 minutes, and I'm gonna flip them in between to make sure that there's a golden brown color on both sides. So this is how your tikkis are gonna look once they're out. So do make sure that you serve these hot. I am just taking these out onto a serving plate. I'm going to be serving them with some sauce, ketchup, chutney, and some onion rings, and I'm going to also garnish them with some pomegranate kernels, just because I thought it looks nice. So it's a super easy recipe because you're using basic ingredients that are available at home, and this is my version of a healthy aloo tikki. And it's also a great way to reuse the leftover rice that's there. So yeah, there you have it. My baked aloo tikki is ready. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye guys.